News from London, Site 120. Great work on laying down the generator's foundation. Stop. You're making good time. Stop. Down here, bad weather and crop failures prompted an exodus to the colony. Stop. Those who stay place their hopes in the government's newly unveiled evacuation plan. Stop. Our company was accused of profiteering by opposition politicians. Stop. Pure slander, of course. Stop. Unfortunately, we lost contact with Site 120. Stop. We are attaching its coordinates and would appreciate if you could spare a few men to check up on them. Stop. We'll do our best. Maxime. Hello. How are you? Muy bien, I hope so, sir. We need metal, coal, and food. I beat Dark Souls Remastered yesterday. Huzzah! Nice. 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 What do I need for the next part of the generator anyway? There you go. Forge cards. Alright. Generator. Next phase. Support frame. The core. So we need 50 frames. 25 plates. I see. Fascinating. I'm not ready to cross this line. Guess I might start Blue Reflection tomorrow or scrap up some quarters in the couch for Faith on stream. Or on Steam. I've heard talk about that. Is it actually really all that good? I don't even know what that is, but you know, I've seen it mentioned multiple times. Is it actually good, or is it one of those currently popular meme games? dispatch. Send more prisoners. Kind of an 8-bit horror game. Ah, I see. Are we talking like actually 8-bit as according to the old 8-bit, or are we talking about like modern stuff where it's just like trying to pretend it's like low bit rate stuff? Example, you know, when people are like, oh, it's Genesis era graphics, and then they feature parallax fucking scrolling, even though that actually didn't exist. Not then. Not for that particular platform. But oh my god, it's so retro. It's like I'm literally watching Genesis graphics happen right in front of my face. No, you're not. You're not. You are fucking not. I know the goth incest is all the rage with the bro incest, but I guess the Nine-Inch games is the romance at the moment. Coffin and Coffin and Vandy and Lele. It looks like Atari with more colors. It's more effort than Shirama's Video Gamma. So, all right. Also, the the Coffin game. It's kind of funny how quickly that turned around for a lot of people. Like, I like my edgy stuff, you know. I'm so edgy. You wouldn't believe how edgy I am. Yeah, incest. Hold up. Hold up. Like the reaction to that incest thing from a lot of people who claim to be edgy or you know, old fag or whatever. It reminds me of just how full of shit a lot of people are. Particularly people who claim to be like old school internet edgelords, you know, types who are like, oh man, I was on 4chan back when it was cool. You know, they love to throw out 4chan. Oh, I hate Reddit. 4chan though, that was the shit. And yet these same types, there's always their Achilles heel, right? It's always like something like incest or NTR or lolicon or fucking, you know, disrespecting women or whatever it is. I was a giant one member of 4chan. I remember back when it was good, you know. I was there before Moot quit. Oh my god. Like XD, Lamal, grow up, grow up. Oh my god, it's new fag underage band. And then it's like, hey, here's this game that features incest. And there's numerous topics like that. And it convinces me of one of two things. Either nobody who claims to be old school 4chan is actually old school 4chan, or it's inevitable. Like it says in the Batman movie. You eventually become the thing you hate. You either get your ass fucking banned permanently, or you turn into fucking Reddit. Those are your options. I don't have an intense game opinion about Coffin Game myself. I'm just in my own bubble at the moment. Lol. I like Dark Souls because I like stories about self-reflection. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about, you know, Le Coffin of Le Incest Siblings. It's just, again, it's just one of those things, you know, like I was making fun of. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, we're so edgy, we're so hip, we're so cool. We don't care about like stupid judgment of dumb people who are like all judgmental and shit. Like we don't need those people here looking down their faces at us. Because what it really comes down to is like, oh my god, just everyone online should just stop being offended at things. And again, these same people, and it's almost always a fucking thing where these people, I mean, I can actually offer an alternative explanation, but that's not gonna help the people who are like, oh my god, I'm so offended by things. You want to know what my alternate explanation is? All that I'm an internet edgelord shit is bullshit. And you should look down on any person going around being like, ooh, I'm so edgy. I'm so edgy. Ooh, 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 green text. Ooh, man, I like to surf B because ooh. Because for me, it almost always comes down to like all these people. They act like they're the fucking cutting down the street, not across the road types, right? They think live funny. But then, you know, when the brass tacks hit the road, they're all like, "Oh my God, I can't believe who." So, I guess to loop it back to kind of a point, right? Ironically, I think it's probably a thing that has been persistent in the Chan since the beginning, which is the hatred of furries, right? Now, I am no furry simp. I don't give a shit one way or the other. Like, it's just another form of porn to me, right? That's what it is. Because I know there's a lot of furries out there who are gonna be like, oh my God, no, it's not porn. We do a thing, but it's not porn related. It has nothing to do with it. Shut up. But yet, the same green text face people are like, oh my god, furry, rather than just being like, lol, furry. I think some of that is definitely normie infiltration, but a lot of that is also the fact that a lot of people who think they are hardcore edgelords are actually just more or less fucking tourists. And the sad thing is, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because you don't want, you may think you do, but you don't want to be going down that fucking road to what you think of as the ultimate 4chan user, the ultimate whatever chan user. You don't want to be that person. You know you don't. I know you don't. And I think, going back to what I was kind of joking about before, it's like, that's why a lot of people that, they go down a certain they go so far down the fucking path, and then it's like, oh my god, ooh, incest, oh, that's so disgusting, oh my god, incest, old school 4chan user here, oh, I was here from the start of the school, oh my god, incest, Pick your topic. Lolling, furries, incest, fucking misogyny. Right? That's an easy one, but that's an easy one to detect normies, like misogyny and wherever else. Ultimately, at the end of the day, though, it's just stupid. It's just kids pretending to be cool in front of other kids. And ain't none of them fucking cool. Sorry. I started cooking.
Rules and regulations have changed.
I hear I should play Nier series. I like that kind of theme. I hear it's actually a really good series too. People get mad I collect physical Switch and PS4 games for some reason. Apparently I'm not doing the cool thing of pirating everything. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't endorse piracy. However, if one wanted to play something like Resident Evil Outbreak online together with other people, there's no official legal way to do so. That's how I'm going to put that. Excuse me, gotta sneeze. Well, no, and you're very much correct in that observation. This is why I don't trust, any chan. It doesn't matter what chan it is, because eventually some person may eventually come along and be like, oh yeah, no 8chan is better than 4chan. 69chan is better than whatever chan. Like 420, 1488 chan. Oh, it's better. It's like no. The problem is not the site itself. The problem is the people, which is you included. You, my dear little unself-aware asshole. are completely ignoring the fact that the real problem comes down to the fact that you're a bunch of teenagers looking for approval, and you ran to the internet. You ran to the fucking internet. And God, I hope you're a fucking teenager. Because if you're not, it's gonna get even worse for you. Because you're gonna realize you're some fucking 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, and God help you if you're older than that, out here looking for fucking approval from random internet strangers. How badly have you fucked up your life that you're like, I need approval from random internet people? But that's what it is. And that's what all of this dick posturing really is. These days, I consider the Chans exactly the same as Reddit. It's kind of funny because they would get so pissed off if there is a Chan user in my subscriptions or in my friends list or somebody watching later. They're gonna take fucking offense to that. No, Reddit's bad. Tumblr is bad. My epic red-pilled green post. Oh, I'm not Reddit. I'm not Reddit. I'm not Facebook. Whatever you say, autist. Fun fact, this is actually one of the things that I fucking get kind of paranoid about. Because, as you may have noticed, I'm a man of who speak his mind, right? But I have, throughout my life, also noticed the effect of a person who speaks their mind passionately and without reservations will often basically unintentionally like force people under them. And I hate that. I want people to continue to think for themselves. I want people to do their own thing, right? But being a little, tiny little bit charismatic, very opinionated, and very passionate, I have discovered often you can actually unintentionally, a lot of times, force people to kind of fall under your wing. Even if that isn't your intention, you're going to do that. Like, literally, the internet is not good for a lot of people. Autistic people especially. Because they're going to get in these dumb little circles, and there's going to be some ringleader who is going to make all of them think a bunch of shit that ain't true. And then eventually, you know, we end up with dumbasses who are like surprised at the fact that Moot turned out to be a fucking sellout. Well, yeah, that's pretty much his thing. He was always going to be a fucking sellout. What did you think was going to fucking happen? Reminds me of that quote from Fight Club, you know. You're a bunch of assholes running around in ski masks trying to blow things up. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? Anyway, cooking over. Let's get back to the game itself proper. Like, this. All right, I'm gonna go back to cooking. This is the reason why I say all pills are blue pills. And I know there are gonna be people out there who are like, oh, it's a metaphor, it's a metaphor. No. It fails as a fucking metaphor. You need to get better lingo. I enjoy my hobbies within reason. I guess I'm used to being surrounded by people who will repeat the popular opinion. Well, yeah, but that's always a danger, and that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like basically a lot of these people, they kind of forget that that's a factor, that's a thing in social interactions. People naturally have this tendency to follow, right? I've experienced this sort of effect. It's like if you speak clearly, if you speak passionately enough, and you seem to know where the fuck you're going, people will follow you. And this is like a thing like in I don't know, disaster movies and whatnot, right? Where it's like somebody is they're leading a train of survivors, and they're basically like literally marching into the mouth of a demon, or into the path of a nuclear bomb or something like that. And then the hero, who is totally aware of all of the all the realities of everything, is like, you're going the wrong way. And then the guy's like, nah, we're good. And then the guy's like, hey, you guys just want to not follow him? Come with me? And it's like, nah, we're good. He knows where he's going. Like, for all the things the autists get right, the one thing they get wrong is that they are not humans. They are. They remain human. And they remain subject to the same fallibilities that everybody else does. Except, they take great pleasure in pointing out when other people fall to those fallibilities. But dare point out the fact that, Moot is a piece of shit. That, censorship and moderation abuse exists on their favorite Chan site, whatever it is. And they'll act like, you're making things up and you're lying. Of course I am. Of course I'm lying. I am totally invested in the lie. I want you to totally, I want to totally pull you away from your favorite little comfortable website. Why? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? I'm sure you can make up a reason. I can't, because I don't give a shit. It affects my life zero. If you're in your own little pool of autistic bullshit, eating your own shit in the feces that you feed each other. The only thing in this equation that bothers me is the fact that I expect more out of you than you expect out of yourself. That's it. If you don't want my help, okay, cool. That ain't gonna stop me from making fun of you, though. I think for all of the whole Sigma grind, like, Omega Chad tier bullshit memes, that would be the best one. Rise out of the bullshit. And then take a huge steaming dumpy on all the autists. In effect, it would be sort of kind of like a Plato's Cave sort of thing. was addicted to Chans, rose the fuck out of Chans. Blah blah blah, sunlight. But of course, once you're out of that circle, you can't really go back and convince those retards that they're retarded, can you? You really can't. Hey guys, the Chans and the Reddits and the TikToks, they're all the same thing. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go back into the sunshine then. Have a good one. Bye. I really love Silent Hill 1, but Silent Hill 2 is great, but it's the popular choice law. I like both. Silent Hill 2 is probably my favorite sequel. I'd have to actually hold off on that. But as a knee-jerk reaction, I would have to say that Silent Hill 2 is probably my favorite sequel to a game I liked. But Silent Hill 1, good. Fun stuff. The remake was fun too, by the way. I know there was a lot of people out there who didn't exactly like Shattered Memories, but I think it did what a remake should be, which is not literally be a one-for-one remake, but not also be an attempt to inject like current day popular political opinion bullshit into anything. Oh, been going pretty hard today. I think we'll wrap it up here. I like to think the remake will have some hope because it's not proper. They just put the bill for explicitity for a year.
Attention! Get to work immediately!
Fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's do this thing. I think FF16 was great. I'm glad more people will get to play that since it's coming to PC. I don't know about that, but I hope you're right. I honestly think Final Fantasy, in my opinion, might have peaked around, Final Fantasy X. But we'll see. We'll see. transport has arrived.
Workday is over. Remember to stow the tools.
Alright. It's been just shy of 2 hours. I think that's good enough Friday night for me. I still haven't gone to sleep, so I'll call it here. I may mess around those quick if there's anybody up, but I doubt there is. I'll see y'all out there. Take her easy. Whatever you do.